Alright, in this section of the program we'll be covering first aid with snake bites. So, first of all, what is a hot snake? A hot snake, very simply, is a venomous snake. This is in difference to a cold snake, which is a non-venomous snake, so hot and cold. There are different kinds of bites that a snake can bite you with, which you can very easily remember by this little exercise. So, the first kind of bite we'll cover is a bluff strike. A bluff strike, the snake does not actually bite you, it just pretends to as a warning defense because it is scared or it feels threatened. So bluff strike, just kind of very gently. This is kind of what a bluff strike will look like. You also have a tag. A tag is where a snake very quickly bites you but doesn't hold on. Kind of like the game of tag, we just quickly tap someone, which is like the demonstration here. You just kind of tap it and it lets go. It's very fast, you might not even see it, but you can notice it later on. You also have a food response. This is probably not very common when you're hiking. However, if you're a pet snake or you're handling a snake for a while and it sees your fingers, a food response, you can very easily remember, it's a grab. The snake wants to eat you, not in a malicious way, it's probably just hungry and you smell like food. Now, no snakes in Georgia can eat you. None of them are that big of a size. There are very few snakes that can actually eat a person. However, we taste disgusting and they probably will not. Alright, so what to do for a non-venomous snake bite? A non-venomous snake bite, it is still an animal bite and you want to treat it like such. It's very simple. Wash it, monitor for infection, put a band-aid on it, you're good. Just make sure it doesn't get infected. However, you don't have to worry about too much bacteria because unlike mammals, snakes carry different kinds of bacteria and pathogens than in mammals because they're cold-blooded and they're just a different group of animals altogether. So what to do for a venomous snake bite? Say you're out hiking, you maybe step near the wrong log, you flip the wrong rock, or you're just not paying attention and you notice a venomous snake has tagged you. So, rule number 1, don't get bit in the first place. Always be aware of your surroundings when you're outside and you know there are venomous snakes in the area. So make sure you look down, you make sure you watch where you're stepping, you wear closed-toed shoes. Number 2, never ever use ice. Ice is very bad. It is not like a normal wound because there's venom involved. You don't want to use ice because it will concentrate the venom in the area. It can cause what is called necrosis, which is where the tissue around the bite starts to die, which you do not want to happen. You also do not want to suck the venom out because what would happen is, 1, it's not very efficient at all. But if you have any lesions in your mouth, or maybe you accidentally swallow that venom and you have a stomach ulcer or something like that, that is another way the venom can get into your bloodstream and it can start circulating around your body much faster. You also don't want to use a tourniquet unless in a very dire situation. Like say you won't be able to get to the hospital in days, maybe a week, because what that will do, like the ice, is concentrate the venom in the area and it also restricts blood flow, so you won't get any blood flow to say like your toes or your fingers if you're bitten on your leg or your arm. So that area of your body will probably start to die off. So what to actually do if you're bitten by a venomous snake is keep your heart rate down. Do not panic. Stay very calm. Don't scream. Don't shout. Just say, hey, I've been bitten by a venomous snake, because you always want to be hiking with someone. Or you can text someone and let them know of your location. Say, I've been bitten by a venomous snake. Can you please come pick me up and take me to the hospital? If there's no one around, you can always call 911, just like in any situation where your life might be at risk. So go to the hospital. Do not wait around. Do not sit there and say like, oh, well, maybe it's a dry bite. A dry bite, by the way, is if a venomous snake bites you but does not envenomate you. Just go to the hospital. The number of deaths that have been caused by people just not going to the hospital is absurd. Go to the hospital if you've been bitten by a venomous snake. If you can, take a picture of the snake. You might not know what it is, but the health workers might. So take a picture of it. Do not bring the snake with you. The hospital workers do not know how to keep or probably handle a snake. They don't know what to do with it. That's not helpful in the long run, and can actually work out very poorly for the snake. Take a picture of it if you can, and just go to the hospital where healthcare workers can help you.